Thank you very much, members, ladies and gentlemen of the press. This is the leadership of Informal Sector Workers Association. We are here to issue a press statement regarding President Yoweri Museveni's claims over access to the Indian Ocean and the need for diplomatic sobriety in Kenya-Uganda relations. Before we proceed, I have two of my coordinators here. They'll introduce themselves from the counties they come from. Then I'll read the press statement.
Hi, I'm Ali from Museveni.
Ali from Marsabit County.
Okay, thank you very much, my colleagues. I'm John Peter, the National Coordinator of Informal Sector Workers Association. Our press statement of today is in regards to President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's claims over access to the Indian Ocean and the need for diplomatic sobriety in Kenya-Uganda relations. The Informal Sector Workers Association of Kenya notes with growing concern the recent remarks by Uganda's President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni claiming that Uganda owns the Indian Ocean and is entitled to unrestricted access. While we recognize Uganda's right to trade routes under international law, such remarks coming from a long-serving and respected leader risk stirring unnecessary diplomatic friction between Kenya and Uganda. The Informal Sector Workers Association observes that the issue has already generated unease among cross-border communities and informal traders who depend heavily on mutual cooperation for their daily survival. Though President William Ruto has since downgraded the matter, assuring Uganda of continued access to the sea, the impact of such remarks cannot be ignored. Diplomatic missteps, even when quickly diffused, can cause long-term apprehension, uncertainty, and loss of business confidence in border economies. Shared heritage and mutual dependence. For generations, the people of Kenya and Uganda have shared bloodlines, language, culture, and trade. From the Busia and Malaba corridors to border markets in Bungoma, Busitema, and Tororo, the informal sector remains the beating heart of integration. Any tension between the two governments risks unsettling this delicate ecosystem, affecting livelihoods, access to goods, and even cross-border cultural exchange. Consequences of this outburst on the informal economy. The informal sector accounts for over 80% of employment in both nations, with millions depending on small-scale trade and transport across borders. Diplomatic tensions, whether perceived or real, often translate into serious consequences, such as delays and harassment at customs and border checkpoints, reduced cross-border mobility and product flow, panic among small traders who depend on daily transactions, a drop in investor confidence in regional border towns. Past experiences show that even temporary diplomatic misunderstanding can have dire economic effects. For instance, the Rwanda-Uganda border closure of 2019 to 2021 led to massive losses for informal traders. Similarly, the India-Nepal blockade of 2015 caused acute shortages of essentials, hurting small-scale businesses the most. Leadership, diplomacy, and responsibility. President Museveni's long experience in leadership places him in a position to guide the region towards peace and cooperation, not uncertainty. Reckless or emotional pronouncements from senior leaders risk undoing decades of trust and mutual respect that ordinary citizens have built. Kenya's diplomatic restraint and reassurance are commendable, yet such a courtesy should not mask the need for clear, structured dialogue to prevent repetition of similar outbursts in future. Way forward, ladies and gentlemen. ISWA calls upon both governments to undertake the following measures. 1. Activate bilateral consultations between their foreign affairs and trade ministries. 2. Adopt measured communication through diplomatic channels. 3. Safeguard informal traders to ensure uninterrupted border operations. 4. Promote regional unity through the East African Community frameworks. Our call for calm and cooperation. The people of Kenya and Uganda share far more in common that unites than what divides them. Our economic features are intertwined, and our prosperity depends on cooperation, not confrontation. We urge President Museveni and all other regional leaders to practice diplomacy guided by wisdom, foresight, and respect for the collective East African destiny. The informal sector thrives in peace and stagnates in fear. Let us therefore protect the bridges that bind our nations together. May God give wisdom to our leaders. May God unite the people of East Africa. Thank you.